Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Karen.
We may have met some of you. A lot of you we haven't met before. You may have talked with one of us in the interview process, but we just wanted to make this little video for you guys, just with lots of pre-arrival information. We feel like it'd be easier for you guys to watch, jot down some notes, and we'll take it from there. So yeah, we are running 2 of the teams this summer, and then you'll also meet Heather Pennington. She's going to be leading our 3rd team.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's jump in. So we wanted to talk about, so kind of cast vision of what this video is. We're gonna talk about like some what to bring things, like questions, random things that we just want to make sure you guys are bringing with you. Also, like, we'll have some questions for you guys to respond to us with, like some information we need from you guys. And then we're also gonna have some like FAQs, like frequently asked questions and random things we just want you guys to be in on the know. So, yeah, let's start with what to bring. So if you're thinking about that first arrival day, which we should have already emailed you guys, like an email from me, but also from our HR team of like the day that you arrive, you're gonna check in with HR, and you need to bring your I-9 documents. And so should be a chart you've already seen, but we just want to reiterate, it's really important that you have your original documents. So that's like your passport. Actually, if you have a passport, that's it, right?
Yeah, passport is most ideal because you need one and done.
Exactly. And if you don't have a passport, it's like your driver's license and your social security card. And if you're bringing your social security card, it needs to be like the physical card. Like you cannot like
photocopies.
And you can't like have your mom like send you a picture. Like it needs to be the exact card. So just wanted to reiterate that we're super serious about that. So make sure you have those on the day of. And then as far as like showing up for orientation, on that day with your I-9s, you also need to be packed and ready to go for the summer. So that includes the time you're up here at camp for orientation, and all the stuff you'll need for that, but we also want you to be packed and ready for the whole summer. You will most likely have a chance to kind of repack, especially like after that first week, because we are leaving straight from orientation to our first week of camp, but then you'll probably have a chance to repack, but we want you to just come ready, assuming you're not going to get a chance, and then kind of take it from there. So for orientation, make sure you're bringing bedding. So you'll have a bed, but you can either bring a sleeping bag and a pillow, or you can bring sheets and blankets and all that kind of stuff. But make sure you have that bedding. You'll need it for orientation, but you will potentially need it in the host homes later on as well, because we have air mattresses for you. Make sure you have clothes for orientation, with closed-toed shoes. That's really important as we're walking around camp, and we'll do some like outdoorsy stuff and working, but closed-toed shoes is really important, as is clothes for summer. So you'll need everyday clothes for orientation, but then for summer you will have a camp shirt to wear every day at camp, but make sure you have shorts, also closed-toed shoes for that, and then you're also bringing clothes to wear to church on Sunday. So make sure you have a couple like outfit options for that, and like clothes to wear on your off time, but also bring a bathing suit. You'll be in the water with the kids and stuff, and a towel. And then ladies, we ask that with your bathing suit, you do wear like swim shorts over them. And that can be like athletic shorts or like whatever works really well. Anything else? I feel like that's...
I think for arrival, that's a good overview.
So that's just like the key things you need in what you bring when you show up.
Okay, cool. So some extra little things that you'll need during orientation, but also especially throughout the summer. And some of these are like, definitely you should bring these, and some of them are like, it's totally up to you.
Suggestion.
But so just for our time that we're hanging out in, Staff Chapel up here on the mountain, and then also for just different devos and time that we'll be spending together, make sure that you're bringing your Bible. We really try to focus in at Forest Home that you are like, during your time with the kids, when you're leading small group times, that you're actually like reading out of a physical copy of a Bible. So even though we know like your phones are awesome for, having the Bible app on them, and like it's amazing, what you won't really have your phones throughout the day with the kids, and so just make sure that you're bringing a physical copy of the Bible, and then a journal and a pen, so you can do some devo, write some notes, whatever that looks like for you. So just bring a journal and a pen. And then also, hydration is key, especially some of the areas that we'll be in. You might be on blacktop for a good part of the afternoon, and dehydration is so real. So make sure that you're bringing a water bottle that you can fill up. Doesn't matter what kind of water bottle it is. If you really want, you could even come up to Forest Home and buy a sweet little Forest Home merch water bottle.
True. They got the hydros up here.
Yeah, keeps it nice and cold. But yeah, so bring a water bottle so that you're staying hydrated and refreshed. And then with that, because the sun is real, bring that sunscreen. Make sure that you have that on you, on your person, so that you can do it on your face, do it on to avoid the painful burns that might come with that. And along with that, like maybe you're like sunscreen on my face feels weird, so I'm like more into a hat. Okay, cool. Like do what you gotta do.
Love it.
Yeah.
Baseball cap.
Baseball cap, bucket hat, whatever is your vibe, whatever you're feeling.
A visor.
Yeah, but I love visors because then I come up with my bun up in there. It's real good. So yeah, sunscreen, hat, really, really important. Even if you have to go down to Target while you're here at staff orientation and get a $10 one from Target, have a watch, and especially a waterproof watch, so that when you're at your activities and you're going throughout the day, same thing, you won't have your phone with you throughout the day, so you'll be able to have the watch to be able to tell you what time, so you know when to move on to your next activity and to keep track of the day. So have a watch, and then so through the week we have
construction. Sorry guys.
No biggie, just roundhouse renovations going real nice. You'll get to see it when you come up to SAS orientation. But so we're gonna do like a wacky Wednesday, where we're advertising to the kids to either do like crazy hat or crazy hair. So bring some supplies, or if you want to even do like a team run during staff orientation.
Yeah, love it.
Do whatever you like. I remember when I was in high school, we had to have the people who would like put the water bottles in their hair, and then they put so then they looked like Cindy Lou Who. Party City always has like really fun hairspray colors that you can make your hair purple for the day. Whatever you feel.
Brainstorm.
Yeah, look through the inventory, see what there's out there. And then something that you'll definitely need is a backpack to be able to carry like your Bible and your water bottle and your sunscreen with you throughout the day. Something that's always really nice too, because it's also a hands-free carrying device, is a fanny pack. I usually always have a fanny pack on me, and you can get some really cute ones from Walmart.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah, so worth it. Also, you may have seen on your pre-arrival letter from HR a warning about laptops. We just want to reiterate, like, you can totally bring your laptop, just kind of disclaimer, like be mindful that it's like an expensive piece to lug around. We'll be traveling a lot of places, but we totally get it, like in your evenings off, like Netflix is always a nice, like just chill out kind of moment. So bring your laptop if you want to, just know that you're taking on that responsibility of bringing that laptop with you. And then, so for the amount of luggage, just think of it as like you're traveling on an airplane, and you want to be able to manage everything that you bring with you as you're going through the airport. So I would suggest like one checked on size bag, like a large luggage piece or a large suitcase, and then like one carry-on size bag. So like maybe a bigger backpack that you can fit like your drawstring backpack or your fanny pack inside, and like kind of have your extra giz and gadgets,
whatever.
Just so, because as we are, traveling throughout the summer, and what we'll get to even a little bit more as we're using personal cars, we do usually have at least one truck per team that we can kind of load up the bed of that truck to put some luggage in, but otherwise everything else that we bring has to be able to fit in all the cars that we take. And so the less luggage we have, the easier that Tetris game of getting everybody's luggage where it needs to go better. And then another thing to consider is, so our amazing, gracious, generous host homes let us kind of live in their house for a week and use a lot of their things. And one of those things being the washer and dryer. So if you're wondering, like, where am I going to do my laundry? It will be at your host home, and that's an expectation that they know. But something that we do suggest, just kind of as a courtesy to them, is to make sure to bring your own laundry soap. Even if you want to, like, go in 50-50 with somebody.
A bag of Tide Pods.
Yeah, just share the love, share the Tide Pods. But just to have them on hand, so as you're at a location, some host homes will be like, you can totally use our laundry soap, no problem.
More often than not.
But you can always be like, hey, I've got my own laundry soap, where can I do my laundry? And then they can just lead you to where you need to go. And yeah, that's kind of the little doodads that you might need throughout the week, on top of all of your arrival stuff for staff orientation. And with that, take the next
Yeah.
section.
So that is like, I'm sure a lot. We've been talking for a long time, but that's a lot of like what you need to bring and what to expect. But also coming after this video, or maybe even attached to this video, we're going to send you guys like a Google form, which is just kind of like a little survey for you to fill out, of just information that we need from you. So as we're like, you know, counting down and you guys are coming soon, we just kind of want to get everything in order and keep track of everyone. So on that form, there's going to be some questions for you guys to fill out for us. And so on there, that'll include like, you may have already told one of us or requested like some days off, or already told us some days that you can't be there, or you're coming late to orientation, or like just any random things that you may have told one of us. We're just going to ask, there's a truck. We're just going to ask that you tell us again, like in that form. And so if you can just kind of remind, and you can even say like, oh, I told Karen this already, but here it is. Just put that in there, because we're going to keep it all in one place.
Yeah, communication.
Yes.
Communication.
And then in there also, we're going to ask if you have any dietary needs. That's helpful for us. You know, if you're dairy-free, gluten-free, have anything like that, please let us know. Because that's helpful for our staff up here. Our food service team is there feeding us during orientation, but also for us to know as a team, as we're talking to churches who feed us and host homes and all that kind of stuff. We just want to see that. And then also we're going to ask if you have a car and you're bringing it. Please do, because that is how we get you guys around all summer. So it's not like we said in the hiring process, like it's not a make it or break it, but like if you have a car and you're able to bring it, it's very helpful, and that's how we operate. So if you have a car, again, you'll be reimbursed for the mileage, and our like leadership team helps you with that, and you don't have to do anything. We'll give you a check worth the money.
And it's really nice in reimbursement.
Yeah, you probably make a profit, honestly. So basically just tell us if you have a car and if you're bringing it, and how many seats you can hold in your car, like comfortably, like, oh, it like me and 3 passengers. And that's just helpful for us to distribute amongst teams, like who has a car. And then also, something we've probably talked to some of you about is if you have an interest in helping with worship. So we try to have a mixture of live worship and some recorded worship for our campers, and we just want to also distribute out who on our team has worship experience and musical interest, and how we can distribute that effort too. So if you have musical interest, if you want to help with worship, please let us know. Also on there, we're gonna have a question about if you are like have a specific age group within our kindergarten to 6th grade range that you're interested in. So just kind of maybe be thinking about that and put that on the survey. And then also we'll have some other questions about like your arrival information, any details about that, and just also kind of hearing from you like what you're excited about, what you're looking forward to about this summer. So look out for that survey. Please fill it out. That's really, really helpful for us. We'll probably follow up with you if you don't. So we really need that information. But yeah, and now Karen's going to give us kind of some just other random, like, frequently asked questions.
Yes.
To wrap it up.
Last leg, so hang on with us, but this is the part you're going to want to stay tuned for, because these are your pressing, dire questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of you might be like, oh my gosh, like, wow, Katie, you're so cool. Like, Karen, you're so awesome. And like, Heather, I know her because she's amazing, and I've seen her at Weekend Retreat. So like, whose team am I going to be on? And that's a great question. And we will figure that out when you guys arrive. So each team is going to be amazing. We have a whole list of some super rad places that we're going to be going, which if you're curious about all the different places that we're going to be going, you can check that on our Neighborhood Day Camp webpage on Forest Homes website. And we can even, I've always wanted to do this, we can drop a link down below for you to see that list, so you can check out and see all the different places. But we will let you know when you arrive.
Probably like
team.
the first day you're here.
Yeah. So it won't be sooner and it won't be later. So just expect like, hey, I'm going to serve wherever, and it's going to be amazing and awesome. And I can't wait to find out when I get there, and it will be really rad. And then you have Saturdays off, so don't worry, we're not gonna like make you go crazy back to back to back. So usually what the schedule will kind of be like is that on Friday, after we pack up the whole trailer, you'll kind of be free to do what you need to do, and you'll have that evening off. And then Saturday will be a day off / depending on where your next location is, travel day. So do anticipate that like Saturday or Friday night might involve traveling. But it is also a day for you guys to kind of take a break, go where you need to go,
explore,
you know, see the city, see the sights. But also, if you live nearby, and you know you have the ability to go home and you want to do that, totally can. Just the caveat with that is just being mindful of the rest of the staff who doesn't have a car, making sure that they're taken care of, because we want to take care of all of our people. Maybe that might be like you even invite somebody to come home with you, or just find a place where they can jump in another car so that you can go home and do whatever you need to do. But that is an option if you live nearby. Some of our locations to go home and use that Saturday for a time of rest. And then, okay, so this is super important, but actually totally optional. So because we're just doing the travel mobile life, mobile apps are perfect for NDC. And so two that I will highly, highly suggest that me and Katie use multiple times all summer long, and you can even ask any returning staff watching this, you're like, oh my gosh, yes, definitely use that, is the Starbucks app, because sometimes
gotta get those gold stars.
Yes, gotta get that. Now there's like, you can get a free, you know, almond milk add-on.
I did it today.
Yeah,
It's true.
But so there might be some times where we like finish that up really early and we've got some time, and it's like, hey, let's go get some coffee.
Or a mobile order.
Yes, and so you might want that Starbucks app to be able to make it go quicker, so you just mobile order everything, and then you just go pick it up, and then you ship back up at site, and it's amazing. So highly suggest a Starbucks app if you are a coffee drinker. Number two, because sometimes we all can't leave camp at once, so you definitely, if you've never heard of it before, will want to download the Venmo app. And so that's how you can just easily transfer money, because as we're going to be eating out a lot on the weekends and that time of between, and, you know, as people might be mobily ordering Starbucks drinks for us.
For you.
So that you can just be like, hey, I'm going to just send you $5 for my Frappuccino. Can you just pick it up for me? So highly recommend Venmo and Starbucks app. And then we're going to be doing lots of fun road trips together. So if you've got some really amazing playlist making talents, we also want to know about those too. So make and get ready for some Spotify playlist creations so that we can jam out to them. Also, if you didn't know, if you're not a fan, whatever, but I'm going to tell you anyway, June 7th, this is the day before we take off for our first day, the Jonas Brothers' new album comes out. So that will definitely be something played during our travels.
Okay. I think we did it.
I think we did. High five.
That was so much information, but I hope it was helpful. But yeah, please keep in communication. If any other questions come up, let us know. But hopefully this was helpful, and we'll be in touch, and we'll see you guys soon.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.